Hello, this is Gabe from GabeSGoneGaming. I am back again today with SnowRunner. So we left off with the P16, and we have a bit of a dilemma. So I need to get 2 bridges rebuilt, and it is the most likely vehicle to currently get it done. So I have to choose one of 2 directions. However, oh yeah, we're here. However, what we basically have to do is we are here. Zoom in. The P16 is currently right here. We need to get that bridge done and this bridge done. The catch is this bridge can only be done from this current side. This one, however, can be done from either side. And then my planks are here and then here. So I either have to go this way, cut across here, this way, up and around, back down again, over this way, and then I can cut across. Or, since I just started the game, and it hopefully reset the map, we go this way, cut around this way, and then back up this way, which then gives us access to both that trailer and where we can pick up some more. So, I've had bad experiences with both directions before with this vehicle. I think I'm going to go the shorter route, because the longer one isn't really a road in the first place. At the very least, I know there are stumps and stuff in this direction. If I happen to get the P16 stuck, so be it. I will come back again and get it out. So I believe, oops, we still need this and this. So after we quote unquote ended yesterday, the previous video, I went ahead and did a little bit of money grinding, which put me up to 45,000. So I'm going to drop this trailer off at the gas station that's on this map. Come on. We do not want to flip. Perfect. Now keep in mind, the P16 has diff lock always on, and it's only for the rear 2 tires. That basically means no matter what I do, there's no way to really upgrade it beyond what it's already doing. Come on. I at least want this trailer in a spot which I can easily get it out. There we go. Detach. Refuel. Perfect. Now to get down there, I think I might want a little bit of speed. Honestly, I'm not sure anymore. I do know, last time I attempted either route was back when I first got the game like 5+ years ago. So, and I've also heard there was a buff on the P16 recently as well. I just don't remember if it was this route or a different, not route. I'm still tired. I'm always tired. I don't remember if it was out yet or not, but I think it is because the P16 already has its specialty log hauler attachment. At least I didn't take damage? No, it looks like I took damage somehow. Come on. I don't know if that was the buff or something else, but that was a lot easier than I remember. So I am not having any level of complaints right now. Come on. I don't think it's going to. Oh, it made it. Feels like there's a snagging on stuff. Honestly speaking, I'm not sure what I would be snagging on. Went straight over that. Strangely, this truck feels better than I remember. So we are going to ignore the empty trailer, because we already have one that's filled up. Just a reminder for anyone who might be watching, I do have to pay for cargo loading, so I'd prefer to avoid that as much as possible. Sadly, until I buy myself a crane, which thanks to yesterday I will most likely be doing today. If I happen to forget, I happen to forget. Alright. I wonder which one this is. Whoa. That's what I get for not paying attention. Alright. Feel thirsty, I see. I believe I mentioned it before, I'm not a big fan of the trailers. These particular pole ones. Basically any of them. If it has a fifth wheel hitch, I would prefer to use that. That'd be the high or low saddle. Perfect. Looks like logs there, loading bay areas there, mission is right there. Just a reminder, I do not like accepting all of the missions at once. For some reason, when I do, I lose interest in what it is I'm doing. That's just how I am. Avoid the tree stump. Come on. There we go. Easy 3,000. If you have a properly equipped scout, I think you can squeeze off to the side at that particular one. There we go. I absolutely hate backing up these trailers, so if I ever get the chance, I am going to take a longer way to go around. Come on. You know what? Gonna come from the big one anyway. Unless I forget. Now, I don't like to say normally do this to do that. But this is one of those areas where it feels like you have to go from... Let me just pause this for a sec. For some reason, I know Black River to Smithville Dam, but it feels like to fully unlock this area, specifically to get the bridges done, you have to go through here if you're hauling a normal trailer. But I'm just glad I managed to go from Smithville Dam to here, and then over to Island Lake, because cutting through that swamp from Smithville Dam, so if I just go into here really quick, we're going this way, there we go, through this area, not fun. So that means with this area, 2 bridges done, I can now just drive the long way around to Island Lake, and I'd much rather do that than with anything else. And I totally forgot that the map screen does not pause your you eating up fuel. So that's on me. That was some clipping. I could have sworn there was more stumps right there. Saw that one too late. I think that's what they call karma. We want that and that. I went around to the left of that stump last time. I'm going to see if I can do right. Not the first time I flipped in these areas, but we will find out when I cross it. It's also not the first time I bashed the front of the vehicle into these rocks here. Ooh, the trailer looks like it's flipping. So with how things are going to be working out, the P16 is going to be my dedicated high saddle. I don't believe it can equip a low saddle, if I remember right. And I'm probably going to turn my highway truck into a cargo hauler / vehicle hauler to get to the more inner reaches of Island Lake via this map here. I don't know if this is the drop-off point. I think this is just the review of the mission. Yeah, just to review the mission. Depending on the vehicle, I will just cut through the grass right there just to see. I just wasn't sure what I had to do with that one. Awesome. We are going to snag this one. Awesome. Where are you at? You're there. What time is it? All right, we're 20 minutes in. Let's see. Let's do this one next. Oh, yeah, I remember. I was gonna go grab the Loadstar. What rank am I? I am currently rank 6. So, okay. Don't ask me why that happened. I honestly don't know. So, I am going to do... let me think. Smithville. Sure, Smithville. We want... the garage. No. We need Black River. This one. Yes. This truck needs to go over to the other map. Right, I was also going to do that mission. Alright, so that's my game plan. That was probably a dumb idea. I was really hoping I could snag that and just yank it. But that obviously did not happen. Perfect. What do you mean, no attachment? Awesome. Didn't flip it or anything. Nope, nope. Yep. We want this. We're going to accept that task, get it done. Then we're going to go get the truck and then probably the other one. Yes. Start. Ow. Remember, reckless driving results in damage. I am going to also see if I can get this one. So I do know I need this. I'll get that in a second. Only problem. Show task. Accept. And then close. Perfect. I am seriously questioning what it is I just hit just now. And it happened again. I know that trailer hitting that trailer should do something. But I don't think it should have caused any damage. Awesome. Oh, this is the one I'm already doing. Alright, so there's that one, there's that one. Go to there. Ran over something. Okay, that's not too bad. We just want to go this way. Then cut this way. Just a reminder, guys, I am not against quick winching. It's just that I am still playing on a controller right now. And it's much easier to do that with a controller for me than it is with my sim wheel. My sim wheel, regrettably, has been acting up with the whole USB thing. And I'm pretty sure... Yep. Well, we will find out. Exactly how deep this is. That's perfectly fine. Excellent. Because if I can cut through here, I can drive straight to the farm. Which means I can get that CK-15 out relatively quickly. And then I can go after the GMC. Ugh. I am not being nice to my truck right now. Any of them. Excellent. Yep, start that winch. $3,300. Accept, start. Let's get this thing out of here. When I get this, we're gonna do one more run for this right here. Again, I'm also not against repeating missions, so if you stayed for the previous video after the quote-unquote end, I ran this 2 or 3 times. Because our goal right now is to buy... Wow, I am spacing on its name right now. Anyway, I need to buy that, but I also cannot break the bank, so we will see. I'm definitely not being nice to my trucks right now. This is part of the reason why I also don't play on hard mode. The first one is, I personally believe you should have some form of random missions that will show up in completed maps. But you can do multiple times over. So it's not a full, like, oh crap, I'm out of money, it's game over because all of your vehicles are stuck. It's more of a, you play it smart, you can get yourself back out again. But if something does happen, you still have that slight safety line. The other issue that I have with hard mode. Yeah, I think I'm going to hop off in a minute. Because I totally spaced on what I was talking about. Let's see, like the damage. Don't like the contest and stuff ending. I like the limited amount of money. Damage? I totally spaced. Funny thing is, I'll probably listen back onto this and be like, how did I forget that? So. Come on. There we go. Anyway, long story short. There's stuff about hard mode that I like. There is some stuff about hard mode I do not like. Hence the New Game Plus. So me repeating missions would be, in a sense, me just doing like a random job, you could say, in order to earn more money. Either for new vehicles or whatever. Alright, park you. Since I am spacing, I want global. Smithville. We want here. I have two options currently. Let's see, let's review my goals. Let's see, it's underneath Scout. I guess 3 if you think about it. I usually buy a few of these. I will have 1 per large truck, so to say. At least the ones that I actively use to go around with. This one can now do trailers. This one, however, is counting towards my achievement progress. Anything else I'm interested in? Renegades 13. Anything special on you now? No. Still no. Nope. This is the Land Rover. Nope. Nope. Yep. I'd love to have either one of these. But sadly, I do not have it. I have to go to a different map to do a mission, if I remember right, to get both of them. So, alright. Let's just review you. I can buy the higher engine if needed, but the default one is basically all you need. Off-road check. That's Alaska, so we're not going to worry about it. I can equip all terrains. I can technically equip off-roads. And then chained is at rank 12. Uses the scout system for the winches. Check. Loading crane, service cab, pickup chassis. This. I honestly think they could have done more with this. There is a whole bunch of room back there. So, all right. I think we are getting the Loadstar. We will purchase and deploy. Let's see how much. I do have enough for one of you, but I'm going to hold off on that. Because, let's see, 75, 12. Go with you. We need you. Ooh, that's going to cut into my budget quite a lot. I could sell those when I buy the new ones. I'm just going to go with these ones. Sell that, get some money back. We will need you, which means sell you. The only plus side is durability. Now, it is more powerful than the previous one, but most scouts are already at S rank. So, we're going to call that... Let's get you. I like extra light. Extra weight on the ground is not a bad idea. I'm just going to buy you to get that. Close this. Let's see. Sure. Standard stuff. Miscellaneous fact. Depending on how it's made, as weird as that sounds. Tow truck bumpers will either be like solid steel, or in some cases, depending on how the bumper is designed, will be filled with things like concrete and other very heavy materials. So if I'm using this add-on, I will be having that front bumper on it. Drops down a little more. Honestly speaking, I'd rather use this than this, but we're just going to hold off on that for now. So, all right. And with that, I am going to say we are good for tonight. So, I will be getting around to recording again sometime in the next few days. Anyone have any questions or anything, please let me know. I am probably like 10 videos-ish ahead. 8 videos, 9, something like that. So I probably won't be responding to any comments for a while. So just letting you guys know. And then again, reminder, this is a unedited playthrough that I am uploading, and it will be eventually edited down into much more manageable sizes. So, with that, I will let you guys go, and good night.